Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, I'm going to be talking about the new Battletomes coming out. Finally, we got some Battletome news. Obviously, there is some Las Vegas Open stuff as well, with the new Night Haunt models and the Daughters of Cain having their own battle box. And the big news here, though, is that we've got 6 Battletomes coming in the next, what is it? So, you know, we got 3 seasons. Winter, spring. When would summer be? Like June, July, I guess? So, what's that? February, March, April, May, June, July. So, in the next probably like 5-6 months, we're going to get about 6 Battletomes. So, we're doing about a Battletome a month, it seems. So, not too bad, honestly. And then, you know, that's not even the whole year. Then we got fall. So, you know, next fall, we'll have, you know, maybe they'll release like 3 Battletomes. Maybe they'll be caught up from a lot of the COVID stuff and, you know, get things rolling again. That would be pretty neat. But I wanted to talk about these Battletomes that are coming out. So, let me go ahead and bring this up right here. Here we go. Alright, so, roadmap chart out for the next 4, or is it 6 Battletomes? It's 6. January 31st, this came out, so I'm a few days late, but, you know. You're probably used to that if you come to this channel. Surprising precisely no one, the mortal realms have been set alight with conflict once more. On the burning shores of Akshi, I don't know how to say it, 2 desperate forces, disparate, they're not too desperate. Forces of order muster against each other with an epic grudge match, while Nagash's loyal servants have descended upon Daughters of Cain in an attempt to reclaim elven souls within the Arena of Shades. So, with so many armies rolling up their sleeves for a scrap, you can look forward to 4 new Battletomes arriving in the near future. So, the Deepkin and the Fire Slayers are going to be getting the next 2 Battletomes. It is definitely, you know, well earned. They have not gotten Battletomes in a long time. In fact, I got into the hobby in 2019, I believe. Yeah, 2019. It was July of 2019, and Deepkin and Fire Slayers, I think, were old books then. I'm pretty sure. Not the oldest, but pretty old. So I'm glad they're both getting tomes. Feels good. Feels good, man. Maybe I'll actually check one of these armies out, although they probably could use some more models instead of heroes. But, you know, I guess you take what you can get. Battletome, Deepkin, and Battletome Fire Slayers will be hitting the shelves first, bringing you all the shiny new rules and lore you could need for collecting and playing with your favorite order factions. Both books are filled to the brim with juicy background material chronicling each faction's history into the mortal realms and their blah, 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 blah. And a whole bunch of stuff. This is also the first opportunity to get your hands on the rules for the 2 new heroes outside of the Fury of the Deep battle box. I imagine even if stuff came in the battle box, they're probably redoing a whole bunch of things with the factions anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. Deepkin players can use the Achillean Thrallmaster to fluidly shift between stances for their Namarti Thralls in battle, while Fire Slayer armies will receive a raging return on fallen fighters with the Auric Flamekeeper's fiery funerary blessings. I swear, they write these things with, like, tongue twisters. There are also new quests to conquer with personalized Path to Glory rules for each army. I'm not a big Path to Glory person. You can read that if you want. Wouldn't be a good Battletome release without tons of jaw-dropping new artwork, which, honestly, this is some cool artwork. Big fan. So, yeah. Those are going to be our next 2 Battletomes. Should be fun to see what they got inside them. If the Deepkin one is good, I think I might play a Deepkin just for the turtle. Depends if the turtle's good or not. If the turtle's good, I might try them out. And then Fire Slayers, they're okay to me. If they're like really fun, I would play them, but I have too many armies already. And now I've been building 240k armies, so I mean, I don't got time. Path to the future. Even more armies will be seeing updated Battletomes this year as Age of Sigmar's 3rd edition continues to roll out, whilst historical Elf vs. Duradin grudge match will play out first. There are further releases hot on their heels and ready to throw down. Marathi raises her spiteful head yet again. This time they answer the challenge of everyone's favorite great necromancer. Graceful Gladiators and Querulous Quill Pushers are getting ready to clash in Arena of Shades. And a new Battletome, Daughters of Cain, and Battletome Nighthaunt will be sneaking up on you before you know it. Both pack new lore, rules, and war scrolls, which that's the one coming out in the spring. Wait, where's that thing? The spring. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, again, Nighthaunt, another Battletome that has not been updated in a long-ass time, so very happy about that. I actually have a bunch of Nighthaunt models that I built because they look cool. Back when I first got into the hobby, and GW just sent me stuff because they're like, you're a YouTube guy, here's stuff. They sent me the, like, start collecting things and some other stuff that just had Stormcast and Nighthaunt in it. So I just built all the Nighthaunt, and then I didn't build the Stormcast because I don't like Stormcast or Space Marines or humans. So I've just had a bunch of Nighthaunt, and then that's been it. And I'm like, well, I wish I could play with these. So maybe finally I can use them. That would be neat. And then Daughters of Cain literally just got a book like last year, didn't they? Like, this is like Lumineth 2.0. They're like, hey, you know, there's a bunch of armies that do need books. But Daughters of Cain again? Like, I just don't get it. Like, Gits need a book, right? Beast of Chaos need a book. Khorne needs a book. The Skaven need a book, which is possibly happening next. Sylvaneth need a book, which, you know, there's probably people that have older books that need books. Like, there's so many armies that need books. I'd rather have another OBR book. Make a new OBR book. Come on. But whatever, I don't care. Listen, a new book is a new book. I'm fine with it. That's fine. Although I probably would have rathered even like a Seraphon new book again. This point, which, you know, in my mind, I'm like, man, the Seraphon book just came out. But really, it's been like 2 years at this point, and the, you know, Daughters of Cain and Lumineth have gotten 2 books each since then. So, I mean, is it really? The thing is, like, with the Seraphon book, I still like the Seraphon book. It's good, plays well, it's competitive, but listen, if there's a chance to get updated Seraphon models, I will take it. And if that requires a new book, so be it. Plus, I still want to play like Saurus Warriors and stuff like that. I still think the Seraphon book's fine. I think what they need to do with the Seraphon book, now I'm on a side tangent, is just do one of those things where like they do the quarterly updates now, where they change a bunch of war scrolls and rules. Just like, you know, buff Saurus Warriors, buff, and then maybe release a new line of Saurus Warriors with buff some other stuff that's kind of shitty, you know? Like, just do some balancing, please. I just want to use my other Seraphon units. Anyway, so this is, you know, cool. And then the big one everybody's been looking at. Oh ho, what's this? 2 more mystery Battletomes are slated to arrive this summer. We can't tell you exactly what they are yet, but it seems some distinctly chaos-flavored mischief is on the horizon, much to the dismay of the ever-vigilant forces of order. And that's pretty much it. So the big thing is everyone's wondering, what are these Battletomes? Now, I already, you know, people are breaking this down, analyzing this, and I think for good reason, because they say, right, chaos-flavored mischief. Who's mischievous in the chaos? You don't really say chaos-flavored mischief unless it's a mischievous army, right? Like, when I think of Khorne, I don't think like, oh, those mischievous Khorne, right? When I think of Slaves to Darkness, I think of Skaven. Maybe Tzeentch. Tzeentch are a little mischievous, but I feel like Skaven is just the number one. Plus some, you know, there were people like looking up mischief and how, I guess, what is it? I'm going to have to Google this now. Mischief rats. A group of rats is referred to as a mischief or mischief. So the fact that they're saying chaos-flavored mischief and it's a reference to rats, and rats and Skaven are mischievous anyway, I'm like 95% sure this is going to be Skaven. Maybe even more. And if it's not, I'm going to be upset. This is going to be one of those things where if this isn't Skaven after all these little hints they drop, I'm going to be upset. And some people might be like, you're looking too into it, all right? It's just some article. I wouldn't say that because back when they did an article earlier in the year, well, I guess late last year, when they were about to do the battle box for the Deepkin Fire Slayers, they were like, oh, this is surely going to be an elemental battle, right? Like, they hinted at it. People could have been like, they're talking about anything. But it ended up being fire and water with the Deepkin Fire Slayers. So I think they do like to hint at things. And I think they like to have people guessing. And I'm almost positive it's going to be Skaven. And then it leads to what's the Order Battletome. So I think the Order Battletome would have to be... I mean, both of these are getting battle... Well, both of these, they got a battle box. They're getting a battle box. So you would imagine there's also going to be a battle box for these two, right? So Skaven, who's Skaven go up against? I would say Sylvaneth. I would say Seraphon. If they did Seraphon, it would be interesting if they did, like, new lines for both. That's how I could see that happening, right? Like, each of them getting brand new models in a box to fight against each other. Like, maybe updated Saurus warriors, each get a new hero. You know, updated salamanders, please. Please. Salamanders are so bad. Croxigors, update salamanders, Croxigors, Saurus warriors. And then, you know, Skaven, they can update literally whatever they want. Skaven have so many models. I mean, I have a bunch of Skaven literally up there. There's a lot of stuff to be updated. So either and then Sylvaneth was the other one, and I actually think Sylvaneth makes the most sense. Like Seraphon, I'm like, it could make sense, but like Skaven versus Sylvaneth, I think would make sense. Sylvaneth is another faction that hasn't gotten a Battletome in like forever. They need a lot of updating. They need some help. It would stay in line with them doing tomes like they've done Night Haunt. They've done, you know, Fireslayer Deepkin. I feel like Sylvaneth was also around that time period. And so I think it would add up, especially if they do Skaven here. And plus, it feels like Skaven and Sylvaneth kind of have a bit of a rivalry type thing. Like, you know, Skaven go underground and they destroy the earth and they just want Warpstone. And then Sylvaneth are kind of like, you know, nature and pure, like keep the earth pure and all this stuff. I think that's what they're about. I wouldn't know because I haven't read their books. I don't want to buy their books. It's outdated. Plus, I swear to God, they've updated their rules for the trees like 5 times. Just do this new book. Give them good rules, and then you're done with it. So, I'm hoping this is Skaven, Sylvaneth, and we get a Skaven, Sylvaneth battle box. That is my thing I would love the most. Followed by Skaven, Seraphon. Followed by Skaven, anything. Followed by, if it's anything else, it's garbage. I know some people be like, but I want my army. Listen, I'm saying what I'm thinking and what I want. So, in all honesty, I do think it's going to be like Skaven and Sylvaneth. I think that would make the most sense. So, that's my Warhammer Battletome Krendor rant. I'm looking forward to at least getting the Night Haunt book as well as checking out some of these new books and seeing how they are. Hopefully, I will be able to show some of it off here on this YouTube channel if I get them early. So, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And, yeah. Okay. Okay. See ya.